Did we ever see this day happening? It felt like it was never going to happen. That OpenAI finally released an open source model with its weights. Look at that. Advanced open weight reasoning models to customize for any use case and run anywhere. It's here, guys. It's here, folks. OpenAI has finally done it. But wait a minute. This was not OpenAI's first open source model, as everybody's claiming. Let's go back in time. GPT-2 was the first open source model created by the OpenAI. The time when Elon Musk, Sam Altman, and the then OpenAI team partnered together to make sure that artificial intelligence was truly open. This was the beginning of all the advancements that we see today. GPT-2, from the paper from Google, and this was the first model. Can you believe that? 774 million parameter model for GPT-2. Can you believe that? 774 million parameter model is exactly embedding models that we have today. The likes of the nomic text embed model is around 137 million parameters. The likes of the MXBAI, MXBI large, MXBI small models are in these ranges. 774, 800, and the likes. Not even up to a billion parameter. This is just, look at that. The release of the small model, 124 million model, and the medium one, 355. Can you imagine that? GPT-2, this was 2019. 2019, just barely 6 years ago. And now we have, wait for it, 120 billion model and the 20 billion parameter model. So OpenAI has just released two open source models. Of course, not the first one, not the first time, like I've said, 120 and 20. And let's see what this model really entails. If it competes with the likes of DeepSeek, with the likes of Qwen, with the likes of, a lot of them out there already, Mistral, and so on and so forth, the likes of Gemma, the likes of Phi, the likes of Llama, and so on and so forth. The good thing here is that it's got an Aperture 2.0 license. Let's see what Aperture 2.0 license means. Aperture 2.0. What does it mean? It means the Aperture license is widely used, permissive, open source license that grants users the broad permissions to use, take note of that, to modify, to distribute. It allows for commercial use. So it means that you could take this model and could build applications from it, and you can monetize that as well. You can modify the model, which means you can fine tune it and also distribute that as your own model. Very, very good. Very, very good. Aperture 2.0 license, distribution of the license code with few restrictions. With few restrictions, just few restrictions. I'm not going to go into the details, but it's nice that we've got an Aperture 2.0 license on these models that are designed for agentic tasks, deeply customizable, and full chain of thought. Full chain of thought. Chain of thought came in, I think, with the O1 series from OpenAI, and based on what they've documented for these models, it is said that they've taken some of the technologies in the O1 and O3 series and implemented this for these open source models they've just released. Let's try it in action. Let's see if we can try it. Let's see if we can try it. Continue with visible reasoning. Don't show reasoning. Okay, let's see the reasoning. Let's see the reasoning. Let's ask a question. I have 5 eggs. I will eat 1 now. Keep 2 tomorrow. And give 3 or give 4 to my wife. How many, it sounds like a foolish question, but let's see how it can reason. How many eggs will I have at the end of 5 days? Let's see. So it's thinking, and we can see the thinking tokens, guys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. We can see the thinking tokens. This is something that you don't get with the closed models from OpenAI. That's very funny. The name is called OpenAI, but they have closed source models. Finally, we have something that truly lives up to the name. Open source from OpenAI. Beautiful. So it says you end up with no eggs at all, which is correct. Start with 5 eggs, eat 1 now, when you have 4 left. Keep 3 tomorrow, just a plan for the next day. It doesn't change the count. That's beautiful. That's true. Give 4 to your wife. 4 minus 4 is 0. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So, question now is, how do we run this model? Okay, a few minutes later, we found out that this model is now on Ollama, which is very good. So we come to Ollama. As you already know before, you can get open source models from Ollama, or you can run it yourself from Hugging Face using Llama CPP. I would advise that you use Ollama because this installation is pretty simple. It's got tools and thinking, as you can see. It's the latest one on Ollama. It was updated 15 hours ago by the Ollama team. Amazing. And once you click on it, now you have the latest one, which I believe should be the 20 billion parameter model. As you can see, the sizes are the same. Unfortunately, I cannot run this model right now because I'm using a MacBook Pro of 8 gig RAM. Even though it's unified memory, this model would not fit. Or maybe we should just try it and see. Maybe not. Now let's look at the benchmarks. Typical OpenAI, they don't pair their models with any other models in the open source category. They are exactly behaving like Apple in the phone industry, where Apple only pairs their phone to the phone they produced, and they say it's 5x more than the previous generation of iPhone, or the Apple Silicon A18 chip is 3 times faster than the A17. Dude, like, we know that already. Compare yourself with others and let's have the proper benchmark. Let's see. But we get nothing of such. What we get here is that they compare this open source model to their closed source model O3 and O4. Ridiculous. Very ridiculous. And of course, now we can try this model using the new Ollama app that I talked about in the previous video. If you have not seen that video, go watch it. I'll leave the link in the description. If we needed to run this model now, we just pull it from here. Ollama run GPT-OSS that, and we are good to go. Let's look at the Hugging Face. If you want to run this, this is how you would run it using the Transformers library pipeline. Set the name of the model, text generation, the ID, and you get the output from there. Now, if you were running this with Ollama, I think this is pretty simple. What I really wanted to show you now is cookbooks that have been made for this model. So let's look at some of them. So here, using NVIDIA Tensor LLM to run the GPT-OSS. This, if you're using the NVIDIA, you should go to this. The link is cookbook.openai.com. Or if you want to fine-tune using this, these are the processes of fine-tuning. First, you prepare your data set, and yeah, this is preparing the data set and calling out the model from transformers, setting the model, preparing it for the fine-tuning process, and eventually this is the fine-tuning. So these are the parameters to fine-tune, but that's not what we want. How to run GPT locally with Ollama. Brilliant. So this is what you want to do. Ollama pull this, Ollama pull that, depending on the capacity of the system that you have currently. If you're ready to talk, just Ollama run that and we are good to go. And of course, the OpenAI style, in the OpenAI style, they eventually released an open model. Just set that with the V1, put the name of the model, and same way you're able to talk to the model. Function calling built in already, just like you have for GPT-4 or GPT 4.1, their latest model. Same way, nothing really spectacular, nothing special. Responses, workarounds, and all that. Nothing really special. From agentic SDKs like Light LLM, AI SDKs, it's pretty simple, pretty simple, pretty simple. And that's it, really. You can take a look at these cookbooks, explore them, and I think that's really it. Unfortunately, I cannot run this model right now, but yeah, I'm disappointed, really. I'm disappointed. Yes, I would say so. I'm disappointed at the fact that we don't get any benchmarks. I'm disappointed by that we don't have benchmarks to check this model. We only have OpenAI checking against themselves. All right, maybe I will make another video and I will do the comparison of the benchmarks myself, and then we can talk about it in details. So if you want to see that video, please ensure that you subscribe right now, and if there's anything else that you want me to talk about, put them in the comment section. That's the only thing that is beautiful about this. Now we have an open source model from OpenAI. Until next time, guys, see you. Bye bye.